Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well and who taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. I came out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth and presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom and salutations I write to them. Shalom to the few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone, Chicago camp. Basically coming to you with something that was on my spirit. You know, this is not a fucking one of them rebuke videos or, you know, no BS like that. But it was inspired, you know, by watching that IUIC march. And look, man, Malcolm X and them marched. Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, hey, all the false prophets marched. You know, so it's you know, that's nothing of the matter, you know, and this ain't about that. We didn't talked about that before. We didn't talked about the rapping before. Nevertheless, that's not our ministry. The Hebrew Israelites was put here to preach the word, all right, to preach the coming of the Messiah, all right, to condemn this present evil world, all right, to shed some light on this land bearing the faith, whether that's that light that leads you out of the darkness, or it's that light that make you hide like a cockroach and go out to the darkness. We are the lights of the world, all right, starting with the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone on down. We don't need no gimmicks, all right. I say all that to say this. See, Great Millstone are not the gimmick Israelites. And what I mean by that is, to be attracted to Great Millstone, you actually have to have the Spirit of the Lord on you. Because as the scriptures say in the prophet Jeremiah, he said, why trimmest thou thy ways for love? And camps do that, all right? They cater toward the women. They do things to be men pleasers, to be seen of men, all right? To be a good, you know, oh, this is what the community needs to see. This is what the brother, we ain't here for the fucking community, all right? We here fishing for the elect, all right? And to actually be attracted toward us. You know, we rough around the edges. A lot of us, you know, kind of rough on the talk or whatever. We don't wear the best garments. We don't have no fancy haircuts. You know, we don't have lineups. You know, you don't see no women at our feasts or nothing like that. So, shit, you figure, damn, what's up with these guys? The only way you're attracted to us is if the Spirit of the Lord is on you. All right? And that's why the Lord has everything set up the way he has set up. Because it blocks up the bullshit. It blocks out the gimmicks. It don't cater to the eyes of the people. All right? This is 1 Corinthians 1:28. It says, and the base thing of this world, Salakia, 1 Corinthians 1:26, it says, for ye see your calling, brethren, that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many mobile, Salakia, noble are called. But Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And that's why the Lord picks up men from lowly estate, men of few number, men with no resources, men with no education, all right? And he uses them for the underdog story, all right? He uses them, just like in the time of Gideon, when he told them to take only 300 men. He said the number before that was too big because these men to say they did that, why? By their own strength, all right? But if I only took this small number and uplifted those nations by y'all, then y'all will only know y'all did it through me. And that's what he did to us in the latter days, all right? And Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I'll be a part of that, you know? But it says, but Yahweh have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. The base things of the world, and the things which are despised, Yahweh have chosen, yea, the things which are not, to bring to naught the things that are. So he choosing men in low estate. Hey, that's why we frowned upon. A Great Millstone gets the most flack, all right? And I was just looking at the comment board on that, listen to the rap songs and shit, or even when you look at camps like ISUPK and they go to the gun range. Hey, men speak well of that, man. That's how you know it's not the truth, man. We was rapping and having guns and shit in the world. That shit, any nigga can do that shit. You know, that's folly. All right? It said that no flesh should glory in his presence, but of him that are in Mashiach Yahweh Shai, who Yahweh has made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that according as it is written, he that gloried, let him glory in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency. The second chapter is going into 1 Corinthians 2:1. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not in excellency of men speech, nor wisdom of the world, declaring unto you the testimony of Yahweh. For I am determined not to know anything among you save Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and him crucified. That's it. That's the only thing we profess. We don't need no gimmicks. We professing, hey, the Lord's Prayer. We professing what the Lord came for. That he died for the 12 tribes of Black, Latino, and Native American descent. There are seeds that have been scattered amongst the nations that may look like the other nations. He's gathering the elect, which is his church. All right, he's coming to destroy this present evil world. All right, starting with Babylon the Great. He's going to set the nations under our feet. We're going to rule in righteousness. He's going to put the new covenant in us. We're not going to be able to sin. All right, and coming along with that, we have to separate and sanctify ourselves from the world. So we don't have a lot of gimmicks. We don't have no marches. We don't have no rap videos. We don't have shit that's attractive in the world. The scriptures say abstain from all appearance of evil. All right, not saying that that's evil to do that. What I'm saying is niggas cling to shit like that, and it draws niggas into the flock. Hey, but the scriptures say all things are double one against another. All right, so you might look at that like it's folly, and at the same time, you see the Lord just severing, using them to misguide other niggas, man. You know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai works full spectrum. All right, because the Lord ain't doing no shit like that, man. That's not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's not necessarily wicked, but it ain't profitable. You know, the scriptures say for all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. It's nothing expedient about a fucking march or damn Israelite rap video. That's folly, man. That's not what we about. We're going to a damn gun range. This is 2 Corinthians 10:1. Now that it said, now I, Paul, beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Mashiach, who in the presence am base among you, but bringing absent am bold towards you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us as we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Because we ain't about marching and screaming and getting the guns or no type of shit like that. We all about severing Esau, hewing him down like Agag was hewed down by the prophet Samuel. I think that was Agag. All right. Samuel took his ass and hewed him in pieces. And we doing that spiritually with our spiritual sword. All right. Pursuing the Hebrews 4:12, pursuing to the book of Ephesians. We using the word of the Most High. You know, Esau seen millions of niggas march. He's just laughing, man. He's seen them march, make rap videos, do all type of BS. That's BS, man. That has nothing to do with following the gospel. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down all imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach, and having a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Because that's what we have out here. We casting down these imaginations, man. That Esau and his nation is God, the Jews, all right, the angels, the people of the book. We casting that down, all right, that he's going to rule forever. We casting that down. That we're the black people. We casting that down. That's folly, man. And here it is, you got groups like that with 800 fucking men, 900 men, however many men marching, and them same motherfucking niggas can't get together. And out of all them, say one of them just made 1, 2, 3, 4 videos a week, man. How much edification would you have out there? They ain't doing that. Because the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai ain't with them, man. Straight up, man. Here it is, they hit, man, whatever, man. This is, I think it's Luke. Yeah, this is Luke 14:23. It said, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. And that's what the Lord commanded us to do, to go out to the highways and the hedges. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't need gimmicks. We don't need to look fancy. We don't need nice garments. We don't need matching garments. That's military shit. That's uniform. The Lord didn't have us. He said get a garment, put it on like the prophets, man, with sackcloth. All right, a rough garment. It don't have to be a fancy garment. All right. Said put on the garment. Put a border of fringes with blue. All right. One scripture talk about how it looks. You look at it to think of the commandments. Another, you look at it for the fear. All right. And you do your thing, man. You present your body as a living sacrifice to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord didn't tell us to go out here and rap, go to the gun range, have a fucking crowd full of sisters, because you know what that attracts? Niggas. That attracts a multitude. The Lord wants quantity. He don't want He wants salaki. The Lord wants quality. He don't want quantity. All right. The elect is a quality number. The 2/3 are a quantity number. All right. The scriptures say, woe to you when these people speak well of you, man, for so did they do to the false prophets, man. They liked it to see that old black power looking bullshit. That's bullshit, man. And this shit gonna get real in a minute. And when this shit gonna get real, man, look, man, Jacob's trouble is coming, man. The scriptures talk about blow the trumpet. We in the week of the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. All right, the Day of Atonement is coming up. All right, tell our people about that, man. The Lord ain't with no fucking promos, man. He don't need a fucking promo. He need us to get down here, present our body as a living sacrifice, and give this man no excuse, man. And give these 2/3 no excuse, give these Edomites no excuse, give nobody no excuse. We down here to put the pressure on these motherfuckers through the spirit and power with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's it. And that's all, man. And that's what we about. All right? We preparing the coming of the Lord. All right? We don't need no gimmicks, man. We not men pleasers. We not doing things with eye service, all right? We don't care how we look to the public eye. We ain't PG-13, all right? We ain't gonna curb our ways, all right? You're gonna be attracted to great millstones through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. We don't need no goddamn gimmicks, man. But with that being said, hopefully this was somewhat edifying. Call Halalim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'kal Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.